Okay, so I'm going to be finishing up watching Night of the Living Dead, which I accidentally, when I pulled it up and was trying to get situated, going live, I got a call and I didn't realize that I'd accidentally been playing the movie, so I tried to backtrack to where I last left off. I work tonight from 7 to 11, so I've got a few more hours to stream and hang out for a bit. So I'm going to finish this up and maybe do some other things. So. Yeah, I gotta share the screen thing.
Done for. We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
But the cellar is the strongest place. The cellar's a death trap.
I don't know, Mr. Cooper. I think he's right. You know how many's out there?
I don't know. Maybe 6 or 7.
Look, you two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide. Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens. Now, wait a minute, Mr. Cooper. No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours. Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to.
Okay.
And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
You boxed yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it. At least up here you have a fighting chance.
Yeah, it looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
That's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
No. Yeah, just start hacking away.
It's all right.
Just take aim. They're very slow moving. Oh, dang. Has some riskiness.
We gotta fix these boards.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in that damn cellar. Get out of here!
I'm taking the girl with me.
You leave her here. Keep your hands off her. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. And the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane. He's insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
Listen, I got a kid down there. She can't possibly. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the kid. That old man is so stupid.
Oh.
Now, get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
Me and this silent, useless.
You know, I want to open this door again. I mean it. Mr. Cooper, with your help...
It's not a big threat to him. He's said his piece.
Man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Wait a minute. Judy, come on up here, honey.
This,
I let them get hurt too, huh?
okay, this is a child. I guess a teenager is really kind of hard to tell with this
If we stick together, man, we
quality
can
in
fix it
video,
up real
but
good. There's lots
if
of
she's
places
his
we can
daughter,
run
then
to up
she's
here.
his kid regardless. But I was
Mr.
picturing
Cooper,
like a really
We'd all be
it's
a
been
lot
a
better
long
off.
time since
All
I've
three
seen
of
this
us were
thing.
working together.
Hey. Hey, kid.
Hey kiddo, how you doing? You need a lock?
He's wrong, you know. I'm not boxing myself in down there.
This radio station will remain on the air day and night.
Well, we're
that.
safe now. It's boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them.
Oh, she's the kid. I was so
There are two other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
We heard the screaming.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not, Harry.
Is she all right?
I don't know what it is. She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Where'd you get the bandage?
Some laundry in a basket. I tore a sheet.
Let them stay upstairs. Let them. Too many ways those monsters can get in up there. We'll see who's right. We'll see when they come begging me to let them in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere. The radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. They don't know anything yet. There's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off that door.
We are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us so they tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves in this dungeon?
Anyway, and you need at least a chance to survive.
Get up to 70% off trees at Michael's. All Christmas trees are on sale now. Plus, deck the hall.
We may not enjoy living together, but dying together isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies.
Mr. Cooper, Ben found a television set upstairs.
Let's go up. Tom?
Yeah.
If Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Okay, yeah, right away. Will you do it?
Do I have to?
Look, honey, nothing's going to get done with them down there.
I can't believe I thought I was like,
do this.
This is the kid? I don't.
Okay, open up.
Barbara just sits there silently.
I'll take good care of her, Helen.
She's all I have.
Why don't you go upstairs now?
I'll just stand here and look despondent, just like I did upstairs. It's not a big deal to me. She's still doing better than Barbara.
Hey, give me a hand with this thing.
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
I get everyone responds to things differently. And it's good to showcase that. Because, like, the mind can only handle so much access. But it's unfortunate that the character that we met first in the movie is just, like, kind of in a vegetative state for most of it.
Don't be afraid of me. I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's wife.
This place is ridiculous. Look at this. There's a million weak spots up here. Give me one of those.
Her brother was killed.
And they talk about these windows. I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there. That's how much good these windows are.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
Here I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
There's a socket over here. Now, you better watch this and try to understand what's going on. I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on. There's no sound. Play with the rabbit ears.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this?
Shut up!
In all parts of the country. The wave of
I agree
murder
with you, but you're
sweeping
getting
the
on my
eastern
nerves.
third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted, and medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed, and we're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. We can get some gas. We can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know, that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Emergency meeting called this afternoon by the president.
I guess chop
Since
your way
convening
into it.
this conference of the presidential cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA has not produced any public information. Why are space experts being consulted about an Earthbound emergency? So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering? Newsman Don Quinn in Washington has posed those questions.
It's obvious our best move is to try to get out of here.
How are you going to get over to that pump? Look.
You're
Run
coming from a
really,
meeting
really
regarding
fast.
the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations?
There was a very high degree of radiation.
I do think it's an interesting.
I'm not sure that's
thing
certain at
of
all.
one
I
of
don't
the
think that has
earliest
been
Irrefutable explanation that we have at this time.
In other words, is the
Western
military viewpoint that the
zombie
radiation is not
movies
the
that
cause
kinda,
of the
like,
mutation?
off a
I can't speak for the entire military at this time.
genre.
It seems to
I
be.
just disagree
it's
with
not
these gentlemen
necessarily
presently
blaming
until this
you
is
zombies
irrefutably
on like
proved.
voodoo,
Everything is being done that can be done.
We'll have to hurry for our next meeting.
Caribbean people, and all that.
And Professor, you feel that there is a
Different
definite connection
explanation
between
for
that
what
connection
this
as
is,
far
and
as Dr. Keller and myself.
Doctor, please. I thought we
decidedly
decided
not
that is not
racist.
proved yet.
Was the satellite, when the satellite was exploded?
Unusual amount of radiation, enough to cause mutation under certain
This
circumstances.
is much
Could
better
have,
than the
have
movie
a-
that I
have a
saw
bearing on it.
called
It does
I Eat
seem
Your
to have a bearing.
Flesh or something.
Will there be
Which that is like
reply for the later? Yes.
There will be a reply.
Yes.
Later this afternoon. There will be a report this afternoon.
Perhaps there will
Yes,
be a report.
yes.
A more
Later.
full report. Will you close the window?
We are everything possible to solve the problem.
You know, we have to try to
also
get
I'm
out of
really
here.
curious
He
with the
said the rescue
Criterion
stations and doctors
restoration
and
of
medical
this
supplies.
place, like
If we could get Karen in there, we can get
like
help
some
for
parts of
her.
this can be
One of
really
the world's
blurry
foremost
on
authorities
on this
on
YouTube
space
one I'm
science
looking at.
and technology.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
Any moment.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. And Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong. How could we possibly get away from here? We've got a sick child, 2 women, 1 woman out of her head, 3 men.
2 women.
The place is surrounded with these things.
I hope that was meant in a
Dr.
protective
Grimes,
way. No, if
your
we have
entire
2 women,
staff,
they're going to
I
slow
know,
us
has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening.
And he
Do you have
really
any
meant it his
answers?
wife.
Yes, we have some answers.
There's
But
3
first,
women.
let me stress the
Maybe that's what he
importance of
said.
seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any
We
way.
got Judy,
We don't
his
know
wife,
yet
and
what complications might result from such injury.
How bad has your kid been hurt?
Good advice, Doctor. Now, how about the basic probability?
Did she get bitten?
Well,
Look, you go down there and tell,
cause,
you know, Judy? Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
direct action taken with regard to the Venus probe. In the cold room at the university,
Because she wouldn't
we
say
had
what
a
happened.
cadaver.
I think she got
cadaver
bit.
from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs. Did she ask for me?
She hadn't done anything.
I don't understand. Baby. It's Mommy.
I heard. I'll come back down as soon as I find out what they want.
Thank you, Judy.
The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people time to make any arrangements.
No, you're right. It doesn't give them time to make funeral arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and
You can have
burn
a
them.
funeral without the body.
Bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just dead flesh and dangerous.
I see.
Judy, I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
We need some bottles or jars. Make Molotov cocktails to hold them out while we try to escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll look for the bottles. There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it. I'll check.
We can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave the door open someplace.
Yeah, that's right. It better be this door. It's closer to the truck. Before we go out, we'll put some supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
You're it then. You and I'll go.
I wish we had that answer. For now, all we can do is...
We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. You can go upstairs and toss the cocktails from a window. Tom, you and I will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly. After
These
we get the gas,
auto-generated
get back into
subtitles
the
are
house,
great.
then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck. Now let's move it.
No place to leave safely, except to the rescue station which has been set up. Indications are that before this emergency is over, we will need many, many more such rescue stations.
You always have a smile for me. How can you smile like that all the time?
Because I don't have anything going on in my head.
Come on, honey, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Everything will be all right.
Well, hopefully your
As soon
folks
as we
are
get to Willard,
alive.
we'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom, are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
And what they say on
I
TV
don't
is
know.
always correct.
Come on, honey, you're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
Why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're safe now, but there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know all that.
Hey, listen. Remember when we had the big flood? Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave? Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
This is...
I just don't want you to go out there. That's
I don't
all.
remember exactly what happens to these characters, but...
Smiley, where's that big smile for me?
Well, you were saying, how can you smile like that?
You're showing no use at all, aren't you? We've got work to do, honey. And you...
Damn, that was too hot to handle. Back to Barbara.
We better get her downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
Do you understand,
She's
Barbara?
right. You have to
We're
go
all going to
downstairs
repeat
now,
everything
just for a
back
little while
1,000
until we get
times
back.
to you. Do you understand, Barbara?
Then we can all leave.
Oh, I'd like to leave. Yes.
We get out of here?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, keep the wood with the nails in it, though. It's a good weapon. Fire. Dang, there's some of these stunts.
Go ahead, go on.
I'm going with
Get back in the cellar.
Go.
It's too late.
Well, crap, where's she?
Come on. Get in. Come on. This key won't work. Watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna say just blast it off.
Watch the torch.
Yep, you got it. God damn.
You gotta get away from the pump. Hang on. Now, turn your cars and get out of the truck.
Oh, yeah, it's on fire. The truck was still on fire, bro. Yeah, I'd get away from the pump now yourself.
Let's get out of here.
Tuck and roll.
Come on.
My jacket's gone.
Oh. Open the door, please. I know, right? Oh, he is so pissed looking. Now's not the time. Come on.
I'd drag you out there and beat you those things.
Well, they're not gonna get reanimated at least. Ugh. Ugh. You know, they just give him some chicken and turkey legs.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet? There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Oh, only 10 more minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
I just
Seems
imagine
like it was
he's
pretty
like loading
far
that
away.
shotgun and imagining.
Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You're going to carry that child a mile?
Are you okay?
Mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
Yeah, I knew it.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You're going to turn it over by yourself?
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
I hate these commercials.
Good Lord.
Being monitored closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls, this one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull. Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
We're
Waiting for the supply wagon, Gus. No, we're all right. Hey, Cass, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want it getting up again. All right,
Chief McClellan, how's everything going?
Oh, things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other side of the road over there?
Chief, do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
Well, we killed 19 of them today right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't, though. We heard them making all kind of noise. We came over and beat them off, blasted them down.
Can I see you here?
Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Well, in time, would you say you ought to be able to wrap this up in 24 hours?
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then we'll be able to give a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardill, WIC TV 11 News.
Thank you, Bill, for that report. Official spokesman declined to speculate just how long it may take to kill off all the flesh eaters, so long as the heavy rain.
People are staying inside, but then they're leaving, and then they're getting attacked. You can't quite.
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know. It isn't the fuse. The power lines are down. Helen, I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
But 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Take a look out that window, kid.
I don't think they'll be getting in anytime soon. That place.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Helen, get the cellar. Get the cellar now. Move!
Out of the gun. There's no way to shoot him. all this is going on, and Barbara's just in the next room like, oh, we should be going soon, you know? Mm. Mm. Oh god. Someone help her. Do it! Yes! Mm. Yep. Mm. Oh, run. Oh no. Oh, please stand up. Oh. What? Why? I don't quite get it. She's stabbing and stabbing. Like, the goal is to eat. You would start. I don't know. This was early. They can do what they want. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Out of all the zombies that could, or ghouls that could have gotten her. No. And now I stuck down in the basement where I didn't want to go. Mm. There's really nowhere left to go, though, to get in. Which was kind of the thing he was worried about the whole time, and he still ended up having to get stuck down there.
Most people have no clue that in 2024, the best way to make money with Amazon is not with physical products.
Oh no. Yeah, it's really insulting to do that to her own mother. She didn't even eat her heart out. She just stabbed her a bunch with a trowel. Mm.
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out.
Thank you.
You go here, Bill.
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work, you take it.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. We'll probably get into Willard's End. I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Tell Donna, check in the office, see what's happening. All right, Steve, tell him we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
Those dogs say otherwise. Mm. Yeah. The sad thing is he's lasted this long. This movie is not one a happy ending.
I only need a few men to check out the house. Somebody had a cookout here, Vince.
Yeah, it sure looks like it, Tom. Okay, come over.
Because you're actually just regular people.
Jesus, Edwin, get up here. Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire? You're Drag that out of here and throw it on the fire. Nothing down here? All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house. There's something there. I heard a noise. All right, Vince. Hit him in the head. Right between
Oh my
the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's
there are
Let's
regular
go
people
get him. That's another one for the fire.
I couldn't remember how I went out, but I thought it was something like that. He had a gun. I don't see too many of the ghouls having them. Just walking around with tools that they can barely.
Keep those dogs back off of those things. Go more quickly.
In that setting, I mean, I even cared that he wasn't. That's impressive.
Come ahead with the motorcycle, please. Let's go, man. That's the way. Hey, Randy, light these torches over here. Back, way in the back.
So the special things, like they actually have to use their name stations and from their police department. Pretty cool. Looking at other stuff that's recommended below it. There's a couple things I watch, but probably at a different time.